There's something I want to tell you guys. I like cats. But anyways, hey guys, it's Wild. We got a match here today against AceTrainerJason. This is for the semifinals of Quandra N66's theme team tournament, the old 4th gen one. I mean, technically you can consider this a finals because the final match never actually happened, so this is the final match that happened in the tournament. But, you know, whatever. So, I'm using that one team with the stuff and things. You can completely ignore his team. You know, I got the A's elf this weekend. You should know my team by now. If you don't, go back and watch my other 4th gen videos because they're pretty good videos too. So, they would be worth a watch either way. But, if you don't know my team, you're kind of late to the party. But, whatever. So, let's just get into this match right meow. So, yeah, I got my A's elf lead. I see he has an Infernape lead. I figure he might just be the standard Focus Sash lead ape, so I'm just going to go for U-turn right off the bat to break his Sash and then go into something that can take on ape. But it looks like he's Scarfed, so I don't know. I should be able to have a little bit of easier time working around it, but it'll still be kind of annoying. But I do just go for U-turn. Kind of wish I went for Rocks there, but oh well. He goes into Heat Train though, and I'm like, alright, let's go to Suicune. Might not have been my best play in the world, but because, you know, this could have been a Stealth Rocker, but I just go for Surf because I'm like, fuck it, this thing can take it on well. I had Infernape and Flygon, even though it probably would have been more beneficial to just go to Flygon, but he roars me out to a Jirachi, so I figure he's a more defensive Heatran, so that's good to note. So that's always nice. But I go for U-turn, he goes for Protect, so it's showing more and more that he is just a defensive Heatran, and also it kind of is like a 4th or a 5th gen Heatran that's special defensive with Roar and Protect. So plus he'll have the Lava Plume right here, so I don't know what his last move is, but probably Earth Power or something. I guess he might have Rocks on something else or not even have Rocks, I don't know. But he does get a crit burn on my Zapdos after I discharge him a couple times and shit, or maybe it's only one time, not really paying attention. I think it's only once, but the crit didn't matter as much. The burn though, that's what's really gonna get at me, because I go for Roost, so you know what, that's fine. But the burn later on, you'll see that'll play a pretty big key in this match, but you'll see later. But anyways, he has this thing out. I decided to just discharge it, see what he's going to go for, see what's going on. See, he's slower than me and goes for the sub, so I figure he might be like a Leech Seed set or something, so I'm like, okay, I am special defensive. Judging by him being slower, he might not have that much offensive investment, so I'm going to sub up, see what he's got going on. He's got the Leech Seed, so I just got to watch out for that a little bit. And he's got Sludge Bomb going on me, so I know he can at least hit me decently enough. He'll probably be able to break my sub next turn, so I figure, okay, let's go for Roost, and we'll go from there. But like I said, go for Roost. He goes for another Sludge Bomb, which will manage to take out my sub. And I figure now, okay, he's in the mindset that I'm probably going to sub again, predicting another Leech Seed. So I'm actually going to switch out to my Jirachi, predicting the Sludge Bomb, so that then I can get some U-turn advantage going on him. So that's the plan. Go for U-turn. And figure, alright, I can just go back into Infernape. If he goes for Leech Seed, fine. If he goes for Sub, fine. Really, I'm not fearing too much from this Roserade at this moment. Leech Seed will be a little bit annoying, but I can work around it, so it's not a huge problem. So I decided to U-turn out, go back into Jirachi, and, you know, I can just do shit with him, her, it, person, thing. Well, then again, I gave it a female name, so it's kind of a female at this point now. But, go back into Jirachi. He does go for Leech Seed, which, I figure, okay, Iron Head should be like a 2 or 3 KO, so I figure let's just go for that. But he does go out to his Infernape, which I get a crit Iron Head on. Probably does matter a little bit later on, but you'll see later. But gotta switch out here. I figure, okay, Suicune should be able to at least take 2 hits from this Infernape, because it is Scarfed after all. So go into it, and then he goes out to his Gengar, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to Surf it and hopefully do a lot of damage to it. And he's going to Shadow Ball me, which, okay, that's fine. Does a lot, though, so I'm like, shit, do I want to preserve Suicune, or do I want to preserve something else? I figure, though, I might want Suicune more for later, so I decided I'll sack A's elf. I would have loved to get Rocks up in this match. If I got Rocks up, I'd probably be in a lot better of a situation, but that's not the case, so I'd let A's elf die, go into Jirachi, and Iron Head will easily take out the Gengar. But now he gets a free switch into his Heatran, so I gotta decide what I want to bring in. I decide that Suicune should be the best thing to bring in, but he just roars me out into Zapdos, and I'm like, okay, I am special defensive. I should be able to take any hit this thing really wants to throw at me. So I'm just gonna start going for some discharges, and hopefully, you know, fuck his shit up. So do get one discharge off, but no para, no nothing. Doesn't do that much. Roars me in a Flygon, so that is actually perfect. So now my plan is to bluff the Scarf on him. So I'm going to go right for Earthquake, and he just protects up, doesn't notice anything yet, so I'm like, okay, don't really care if he switches. I feel like just in case I want to go for another Earthquake, which he goes out to his Crobat, and he doesn't know I'll have the Draco Meteor, so he goes right for Nasty Plot, easily able to go for Draco on him. Unfortunately, though, does not take him out, but that nice damage on him is always helpful. So, figure, okay, any of his moves, he probably is not going to go for Heat Wave, so I should be able to take whatever he wants to go for with Jirachi, which he decides to just go for Air Slash, which is perfect. So now I can just Thunder Punch and do whatever I want, because I figured Thunder Punch can hit most of his guys, even though he does have the Rose Raid, but I also have predicted the Heat Train to come in. Doesn't do that much, though, so I'm like, shit, but I do get the Paralyze, which may or may not help, but going to Suicune, he's going to go into Rose Raid now, just, I guess, predicting another Thunder Punch, or just knowing that Rose Raid can take it. But since I got Suicune in, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. Does a good chunk, but then I get the freeze on him, which does really, really suck, because now he either has to leave this thing in to die, or he has to bring in something else and play some prediction games. I'm just going for Ice Beam more, because I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it. Should work, hopefully, we'll see. But keep going for those Ice Beams, and I do take it out this turn. So, having Rose Raid out of the way is good. The freeze was unfortunate, but a little bit of it does make up for that burn, because you guys will see later. But anyways, he's going to go for Sludge Bomb with the Crobat. Knew I could easily take it, so I just go for Ice Beam to take him out. And I do take him out, so that's pretty awesome. But mainly he just sent in that Crobat to die, because he knew that Suicune was a big threat, and he needed a little bit of extra damage off in order to take Suicune down, which he needed that Sludge Bomb damage. So he goes for Close Combat with Infernape. Does take me out, since I was not defensive, and I didn't have that much health left, so whatever. Gonna go into Zapdos now. Figure, alright, let's just go from discharges. Maybe he'll stay in, maybe he won't. I don't know, whatever. Does a lot to Heatran, so I'm like, okay, maybe another one will take him out, please. Please take him out another one, please, please, please. And, yeah, go for another discharge. And, he's gonna go for Lava Plume, and that will do a little bit. And, you know, it's a Lava Plume. I don't fucking know right now. But it's doing damage. And I go for another one, which will, well, another discharge, rather, that will take him out. So now I'm looking at, I don't know what his last guy is, but I know he has Infernape, so I'm like, okay, maybe I won't need Zapdos, question mark. So I just go for Discharge. He goes for Overheat, leaves me with 10 HP. Now, if Burn wasn't there, I wouldn't die here. So I go for Discharge just to take him out, and it actually does take him out, which is surprising, but probably due to the crit I got earlier with Jirachi, but whatever. But I'm going to die from Burn here, which is really, really key, because now I just decided to bring in Infernape, because usually it's good to bring in, but his last guy is a Gyarados, and I'm like, shit, that is really not good. So I decided, alright, fuck it, I'm just going to turn out to Jirachi. I figure I could take at least one Waterfall or one hit, and he goes right for a Waterfall, and he scores a crit, which, that was my only electric move left, so I gotta hope that this Draco Meteor does enough from Flygon in order to take him out. So, go for the Draco, and it looks like I might be able to take him out another one. It's really sketchy, but I might be able to. So, I figure, alright, let's just go for it. Let's try it. Let's hope. Let's believe. Let's trust. Come on, you can do it, Flygon. And just short, so now he's going to be able to rest up, and he is running a defensive Gyarados, and for some reason I didn't speed this up. Hold on a second. Okay, I sped it up, so now I'm going to keep narrating, because basically this part is really fucking stally, because I noticed I still do have a slight chance, but only if I get hacks. I mean, that's really a morbid way to look at it, but there is a chance if I get a crit, then I can win, and it's a tournament match, so really, it's balls to the wall. You do what you fucking gotta do to win, so just kind of fishing for a crit at this point. I just keep roosting because I figure maybe I can outdo him and then eventually get enough health to start going for Dracos. So really, this point is just pointless stall, but I want to try because I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, alright, crit, let's do it. And I don't get a crit, so now he'll take me out with Waterfall. Infernape will not be able to take him out with anything unless I like get a burn and then a crit, but that's not the case, so he'll just take me out with Waterfall, and that will be the match. So, yeah, GG. Jason, that was a really fun match. Just Hacks was kind of a bitch, and, you know, that kind of stuff, but it's slightly evened out, but I don't know. This game is just stupid. So let's just go with that. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Probably gonna be streaming later, so look out for that if you're watching this, you know, not at night time and you're watching this when it's uploaded, but whatever. So blah blah blah, etc., etc. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.